What's on tap? We're going to do our weekly NFL real estate rankings. And if you're not familiar with it, this is only my second week doing it. We have we're putting NFL teams in like the real estate category. The most expensive being a penthouse in New York City, then being a Miami mansion, a home with a pool, a suburb home, hospital, and a trailer home. Hospital there is for teams that are so dang injured that they have to just be in the hospital. I can't do anything with them. So we go team by team here, and then we see which ones are our rankings. So we're going to start off with the Arizona Cardinals, who are 1-2. But I think they're a home of a pool, and they're in Arizona, like I am. So that makes sense. Their pool is Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. The Atlanta Falcons. I think they're just an average football team. They're a suburban home. You're happy, you got a nice family, but it's nothing to write home about. And there's one more I needed to add here, which I'm going to add a row above. I forgot. Apartment struggling to pay rent. Okay, here we go. I forgot to add that one there to my list, guys. So we have an apartment struggling to pay rent team. The Ravens. Right now, I still think they're one of the best teams in the NFL. I'm going to put them in the Miami Mansion category. I still think they're a Super Bowl contender despite being 1-2. The Bills. They're a penthouse in New York City. One of the best teams in the NFL. They're really dang good. And they're going to be a team that is vying for a Super Bowl. Carolina Panthers, you're still a trailer home, even with Andy Dalton. That team is just horrible. The Bears, you're an apartment struggling to pay rent. You got to help Caleb Williams out somehow. You got Caleb Williams. You have the number 1 overall pick. You got him all these fancy weapons, and you got to protect them with your offensive line. The Bengals, you're still a home with a pool. Your pool is Joe Burrow. So just remember that. I think the Bengals still will salvage their season. The Cleveland Browns, you're a trailer home. You guys are horrible. Deshaun Watson sucks. It's time to bring in Jameis Winston. Really. It's Jameis time. I'm telling you guys. Bring in Jameis Winston. Cowboys. Right now, you're a suburban home. You are playing some really bad football. But dang, you guys are just not very good. Broncos. Your apartment struggling to pay rent. Bo Nix has shown flashes. Lions, you're a Miami mansion. You're a good football team. Your team that, by the way, Penthouse NYC and Miami Mansions, these are Super Bowl like contenders here. Packers, home of a pool. You might be a Miami Mansion depending on how good Jordan Love looks like when he gets back. Texans, you're also a home of a pool. Colts, I don't know if Anthony Richardson is the guy. I have no idea. He makes passes I've seen no one else make in the NFL. They're so perfect. And I've seen passes he's missed that no one else can miss in the NFL. Jaguars, apartment struggling to pay rent. You're almost a trailer home. Trevor Lawrence is one of my favorite players in the NFL, but he is just so broken right now, and I don't know how he can fix it. KC, Penthouse, New York City, Super Bowl champions 2 times in a row, 3-0 by the thick of just barely a slither. They could be 0-3. Instead, they're 3-0. Chargers, I'm gonna put you in the hospital category right now because I have no idea what to do with you. You're a good team. Justin Herbert's hurt. You have a great coach. I just don't know what to do with you. LA is all a hospital. The Rams, I know you guys beat the 49ers, but you're still a hospital. This is not the team we thought you guys are because everyone's injured. Raiders, trailer home. You got players quitting on you. You got your head coach saying, you got to make some business decisions. Just not good. Dolphins. I'm going to put you in the hospital category as well. I don't know what you guys are with Tua, but I know what you are without Tua, and it's not good. Vikings, you're home with a pool. Your coach is really good. Your team's pretty good. And Sam Darnold has saved his career. Patriots, you're a trailer home. You guys suck. Just a bad football team. The Saints, you're a suburban home. I think you're average. I think you're going to win some games, but I don't necessarily think you're a Super Bowl contender or really at the end of the year, you're going to make the playoffs. The Giants, apartment struggling to pay rent. Malik Neighbors has saved you from being a trailer home. Jets, home with a pool. You guys are very close to making the Miami Mansion category, but I just still don't trust your head coach. Eagles, you're also, God, I don't know what to do with the Eagles here. I'm a little higher than most people on the Eagles, but I'm going to put them at home with a pool. Steelers, you're also a home with a pool. Your head coach is so good and your defense is so good, but I just don't know if you're necessarily Super Bowl contenders today. Seahawks. All right, maybe I'm biased. I'm a Seahawks fan, but you're a Miami Mansion. Your team's really good. The defense is elite. And I actually think you're one of the top 5 teams in the NFL. And when you're a top 5 team in the NFL, you deserve to be this high. 49ers, you're also a hospital. Don't sleep on the 49ers. They're going to be fine. But they're just in a position right now where they're so hurt. Tampa Bay, I think you're also a suburban home. You're a good team, not a great team. You're going to win some games that you should not win, and you're going to lose some games that you probably should win. Titans, you're a trailer home. You suck, plain and simple. And the Washington football team, you're a suburban home. You're an average football team with a really good quarterback and a good head coach. Maybe next week you move up to a home with a pool, but right now I have to put you in as a suburban home. So those are our real estate rankings. The top 5 teams to me are the Bills, Chiefs, above all, then the Ravens, Lions, and Seahawks. And you got a bunch of teams here that I think can compete with the Cardinals, the Bengals, the Packers, Texans, Jets, Steelers, Vikings, and Eagles as contenders, teams that can move up into that top 5 rankings. So those are our real estate rankings brought to you by the Sports on Tap.